Long ago, in the quiet village of Aminpur, life moved slowly. The farmers tilled the fields. Children played by the streams. Merchants sold fruits and spices in the square. But among them lived a boy named Sarmi, who always dreamed of something more. Sarmi was 12, thin and bright-eyed. His father was a fisherman. His mother spun cloth at home. They lived simply. But Sarmi often gazed at the horizon, imagining adventures. One evening, while walking along the shore, Sarmi found something glimmering in the sand. He bent down and brushed it off. It was an old lantern, covered in rust but faintly glowing. Sarmi turned it in his hands curiously. He had never seen anything like it. Suddenly, the lantern pulsed with light. Sarmi dropped it in shock. A swirl of golden smoke poured out. The smoke formed into a tall figure with kind, glowing eyes. "Who are you?" Sarmi stammered. The figure bowed. "I am the spirit of the lantern. And you are my finder." Sarmi's mouth fell open. "Does that mean wishes?" The spirit chuckled. "Yes. 3 wishes. Choose wisely." Sarmi's heart raced. He had always dreamed of adventure. He thought of riches. He thought of traveling far away. But instead, he said, "I want to see the world." The spirit nodded. "Your first wish is granted." Light surrounded Sarmi. When it faded, he stood in a grand desert, far from his village. The wind howled across golden dunes. Sarmi gasped. I'm really here." He laughed with excitement. But soon, he realized he was alone. The desert stretched endlessly. His joy turned to fear. He wondered, his throat dry. Then he saw a caravan in the distance. He ran toward it. Merchants welcomed him kindly. They gave him water and bread. "Where are you from?" one asked. "Aminpur," Sarmi replied. The merchants exchanged surprised glances. "That is many leagues away. How did you get here?" Sarmi hesitated. "It's a long story." The caravan traveled for days. Sarmi saw cities of marble. He saw markets filled with jewels. He saw mountains that touched the sky. His heart swelled with wonder. But he also saw beggars on the streets. He saw hungry children. He saw soldiers driving poor farmers away. Sarmi's chest tightened. Adventure was not only beauty. It was hardship, too. One night, he sat alone, holding the lantern. "Spirit," he whispered. The golden figure appeared. "Yes, Sarmi. The world is so big. But so many suffer. I don't know what to wish for." The spirit nodded gently. "That is the burden of power." Sarmi thought long and hard. Finally, he said, "I wish I could help people." The spirit's eyes glowed warmly. "Your second wish is granted." Light wrapped around Sarmi's hands. When it faded, he felt warmth in his palms. He looked down. His hands glowed faintly. The spirit explained, "Wherever there is pain, your touch can heal." Sarmi's eyes widened. He rushed to the sick tents in the caravan. He touched a child burning with fever. The child's breathing eased. The fever vanished. The parents wept with joy. "Bless you," they cried. Sarmi smiled, tears in his eyes. From then on, he healed many. The wounded soldiers. The starving children. The weary travelers. Hope spread wherever he went. But word of him spread too. A cruel king heard of the boy with healing hands. He sent his guards to seize Sarmi. The caravan tried to hide him. But the soldiers found him anyway. They dragged him before the king. The throne hall was vast and glittering. The king's eyes were cold. "Heal me," he commanded. I am cursed with pain. Sarmi hesitated. Healing is for love, not greed. The king's face darkened. Do it, or your village will burn. Sami's heart pounded. He couldn't let his people suffer. Reluctantly, he placed his glowing hands on the king. The curse lifted. The king sighed in relief. Good, he sneered. Now you belong to me. Guards locked Sarmi in a tower. Days passed. He healed the king's soldiers against his will. But Sami's heart grew heavy. He missed home. One night, he whispered to the lantern. Spirit, help me. The golden figure appeared. You have one wish left. Sami's chest ached. He longed for freedom. He longed for his family. But he also thought of the people still suffering. He clenched his fists. Spirit, I wish for the people to have hope, even after I'm gone. The spirit's eyes glowed with admiration. A selfless wish. It shall be so. Light filled the tower. It spread across the kingdom. The chains on slaves broke. The sick were healed. The hungry found food. Even the cruel king felt fear, for his power weakened. Sarmi collapsed, exhausted. The spirit caught him gently. Your wishes are complete. What will happen to me? Sarmi whispered. The spirit smiled. Your light will live on in every healed heart. Sami's eyelids grew heavy. He thought of his parents. He thought of Aminpur. He thought of the horizon. He whispered, thank you. Then he closed his eyes. His body faded into golden light. The lantern dimmed, resting quietly in the tower. But outside, miracles bloomed. Crops flourished. Children laughed again. Families reunited. The cruel king was overthrown. The people rejoiced. And in every village, stories spread. Stories of a boy named Sarmi. The boy who healed with his hands. The boy who gave his last wish for hope. In Aminpur, Sami's parents heard the tales. They wept. But with pride. Our son is a hero, his mother whispered. His father nodded silently, tears streaming. Generations passed. The lantern was never seen again. Some said it was hidden beneath the desert. Others believed it had returned to the sea. But everyone agreed Sami's light had never faded. His name became a song. Children played games pretending to be Sami the healer. Travelers prayed in his memory. And elders told the tale by firelight. The Lantern of Wishes became legend. Centuries later, a girl named Layla walked along the same shore. She dreamed of adventure, just as Sami once had. As she skipped stones, she noticed something glimmer. She bent down. Her fingers brushed sand away. She gasped. It was an old lantern. Rusty. But faintly glowing. Her heart skipped. What is this? She whispered. The lantern pulsed. Golden smoke swirled out. A tall figure appeared. I am the spirit of the lantern, it said. And you are my finder. Layla's mouth fell open. Does that mean wishes? The spirit smiled. Yes. 3 wishes. Choose wisely. Layla trembled. She had always dreamed of leaving her village. She thought of adventures. She thought of riches. But then she remembered her family, her people, her home. She thought of the stories of Sarmi. Tell me, she asked softly. Do you remember a boy named Sarmi? The spirit's eyes glowed. Yes. He was the bravest I ever served. Layla's heart pounded. What did he wish for? He wished for hope, said the spirit. Tears filled Layla's eyes. Then I want to be like him. The spirit tilted its head. Is that your wish? Layla nodded firmly. Yes. I wish to carry his light. The spirit bowed deeply. Your first wish is granted. Warmth filled Layla's chest. Her hands glowed faintly, just as Sammy's once had. She gasped, smiling through tears. Thank you. The spirit faded back into the lantern. Layla clutched it to her chest. She looked at the horizon. She felt courage rising. She knew her story had just begun. That night, she returned home. She told her parents everything. They listened in awe. Be careful, her mother whispered. Be brave, her father added. Layla nodded. I will. The next morning, she set out. She carried the lantern close to her heart. Wherever she walked, people felt hope. Crops grew greener. Children smiled brighter. Songs filled the air. The story of Sarmi lived on. But now, another story began. The story of Layla, bearer of the lantern. She traveled far, just as Sarmi once dreamed. She healed, she helped, she inspired. And she whispered his name wherever she went. Sarmi, the boy who wished for hope. The world remembered him. The world loved him. And now, the world would know her too. The lantern's light never faded. It passed from hand to hand, heart to heart. And so, hope lived forever. The end.